newscast at 6. KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Beth Farnsworth.
And I'm CJ Ward. Many folks are packing up for their annual holiday trip, and they'll face many dangers as they hit the highway. Drunk drivers are just part of the problem. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palminteri joins us live. And John, being impaired can come in many forms.
You can certainly feel it out here. So many people are on the move. They're anticipating the days ahead. They're rushing around to get some gifts or get them mailed. They want to see their family members. And you know, the officers we talked to today about what's happening out here on the roads for the holidays are very concerned about getting ahead of these types of dangerous drivers on our highway. The drugged, the drowsy, the distracted drivers. They want to stop them before they cause a devastating accident. So we talked to some of the law enforcement officers about what they see personally out there on the highways, and then we went out and hit the roads ourselves.
Have seen it. Everyone here sees it. Almost daily. The tragedy that comes across, and our hearts are heavy with that.
A holiday warning from local law enforcement agencies about high-risk drunk and distracted driving is backed up by real-life examples.
I was hitting a crosswalk, and people just don't pay attention, and it's ridiculous.
Just checking out local freeway and surface street sites, we saw this high-speed driver blow right past us on Highway 101 along the Gaviota coastline, and drivers on their phones on surface streets in plain sight.
And I yell at them. I keep my window open as I'm driving. I'm going, get off the phone! And I do. I tell people to get off the phone.
They're either talking like this, or they're talking like this, or they're actually texting on their phone.
Is there any difference?
No, it's still the same thing. You're still distracted.
This issue is more than just drinking and driving, although that is often the main focus. Now, the problems are also linked to phones, another form of impairment such as medicated or drowsy drivers. The Highway Patrol says with the help from citizens often boldly intervening, the rate of deaths and injuries will go down.
If you're in the private enterprise and you're serving alcohol, then you have to serve responsibly. If you're a consumer, you have to consume responsibly. Don't be afraid. Call them out. Take the keys. Do what you have to do. The next morning, they're going to realize what you did.
As often as bad drivers are seen, we did notice many drivers with both hands on the wheel today and paying attention to what they're doing. But local law enforcement officers are out in force to stop a dangerous driver as early as possible.
Fines are nothing compared to severely injuring yourself or somebody else or taking a life.
You know, part of the enforcement effort also includes education. They like to do that proactively. There's been a couple of real successful programs in Santa Barbara. One of them is Vow for Mal, where they do a lot of outreach with the bars and the bartenders and get out on the streets and talk to people ahead of time to give them a safe ride home or a reduced ride home if they can't afford it. And then also the police department's been going out with the breathalyzers and having people test themselves in the bars before they go out and even consider driving home. Reporting live along Highway 101 this evening, I'm John Palminteri, News Channel 3.
Okay, thank you, John. And the CHP is teaming up with the community to make Christmas better for local kids. The CHP held its annual